Are you ready for what's coming next? The world is changing rapidly, and with it, the way we live our daily lives. From the food we eat to the supplies we rely on, everything is in a state of flux. We live in a world of increasing instability, and nowhere is that more evident than in our food system. Supply lines are stretched and disruptions are becoming more frequent. Climate change is impacting harvests, causing droughts in some areas and floods in others. These extreme weather conditions are making it harder for farmers to grow the crops we depend on. And prices are changing faster than ever before. The cost of food is skyrocketing, leaving many to wonder how they will afford their next meal. Are you prepared for these changes? Do you have a plan in place? In today's video, we're diving deep into a critical topic: food security. We'll discuss the challenges we face and the steps you can take to ensure you and your family are well prepared. We're unveiling 12 everyday food items poised for a dramatic price surge. For many of us, coffee isn't just a beverage, it's a ritual, a necessity. It's the first thing we reach for in the morning, the companion to our quiet moments, and the fuel that powers our busy days. But what happens when the cost of that lifeline becomes prohibitive? Imagine walking into your favorite coffee shop and realizing that your usual order now costs significantly more. The rising prices can make this daily ritual feel like a luxury rather than a necessity. Coffee prices are already ticking upwards. This isn't just a minor fluctuation, it's a trend that's been building over time. The reasons are complex and multifaceted, involving everything from global economics to environmental challenges. Our global coffee supply faces a perfect storm: rising demand, climate change, and increased costs. Climate change in particular is wreaking havoc on coffee-growing regions, leading to lower yields and higher production costs. Farmers are struggling to keep up with the changing conditions, and these challenges are reflected in the prices we see at the store. Imagine your morning cup costing twice, maybe even 3 times, what it does today. This scenario isn't far-fetched, it's a potential reality if current trends continue. Storing coffee long-term is easy. Use high-quality, airtight containers, and store beans in a cool, dark, dry place. Proper storage can help maintain the freshness and flavor of your coffee, ensuring that you get the most out of every cup. Let's talk about chocolate, that beloved treat bringing joy to millions. Unfortunately, the future of chocolate is looking increasingly bitter. Cacao trees, essential for chocolate, are sensitive to temperature and rainfall changes. Climate change disrupts weather patterns, leading to lower yields and increased disease. Rising cacao costs are already reflected in chocolate prices. By supporting sustainable cacao farming and reducing consumption, we can help mitigate these impacts. Consider stocking up on high-quality dark chocolate with a high cacao percentage for longer shelf life. Store your chocolate in a cool, dark, dry place, ideally wrapped in parchment paper. Eggs, a versatile and affordable protein source, have seen dramatic price increases. The rising cost of producing eggs is driven by skyrocketing feed prices and extreme weather events. Corn and soybeans, primary chicken feed components, have surged in price. Increased regulations and avian influenza outbreaks add to the pressure. Consider alternative protein sources like beans, lentils, and tofu. If possible, raising your own chickens can provide a steady supply of fresh eggs. Traditional methods like pickling or preserving in salt solutions can extend egg shelf life. Water is the essence of life, and access to clean, safe drinking water is non-negotiable. Our water supplies face unprecedented challenges: droughts, aging infrastructure, and contamination. Bottled water is a temporary fix with significant drawbacks, including plastic waste and high costs. Build a robust storage system with high-quality, BPA-free containers. Store water in a cool, dark place, and rotate your supply regularly. Invest in a reliable water filter to remove contaminants. Consider gravity-fed filters for larger volumes or portable filters for on-the-go purification. These steps ensure access to clean, safe drinking water no matter what challenges arise. Sugar, a ubiquitous sweetener, faces a future that's anything but sweet. Sugar production is challenged by land availability, water scarcity, pests, and extreme weather. Rising sugar prices affect the cost of many food products, leading to inflation. Reduce sugar intake to help stabilize prices and improve health. Explore alternative sweeteners like honey, maple syrup, and agave nectar. Stock up on white granulated sugar for long-term storage. Store it in airtight containers in a cool, dark, dry place. These steps can help navigate the sweet and sour situation. Beef, once a staple, is becoming a luxury many can no longer afford. The rising cost of beef is driven by expensive feed, shrinking grazing land, and climate change. Cattle farming is resource-intensive and contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. Reduce reliance on beef by exploring alternative protein sources like beans, lentils, and tofu. Support sustainable beef production such as grass-fed, pasture-raised beef. These options are often more flavorful and nutritious. By making mindful choices, we can address the challenges facing the beef industry. Milk, a staple for many households around the world, is facing significant challenges that are pushing prices higher and threatening its availability on our tables. This beloved beverage, once a symbol of health and nutrition, is now at the center of a growing crisis. Rising feed costs, driven by global economic factors, and the relentless impact of climate change are severely affecting dairy production. Farmers are struggling to maintain their herds as they face droughts, floods, and unpredictable weather patterns. Dairy cows are particularly sensitive to heat stress, which can lead to a significant drop in milk production. When temperatures soar, cows eat less and produce less milk, creating a ripple effect throughout the dairy industry. As a result, many consumers are reducing their dairy consumption and exploring plant-based alternatives like almond milk. These alternatives not only offer a different nutritional profile but also have a lower environmental impact. Soy milk is another popular plant-based option. It is rich in protein and can be used in a variety of recipes, making it a versatile choice for those looking to cut back on dairy. Oat milk has also gained popularity due to its creamy texture and mild flavor. It is an excellent option for those with nut allergies and can be used in coffee, baking, and more. For those who prefer to stick with traditional dairy, choosing products from local, sustainable dairy farms can make a difference. These farms often use practices that are better for the environment and the animals. Stocking up on shelf-stable milk alternatives like powdered milk can also be a practical solution. Powdered milk has a long shelf life and can be reconstituted as needed. These options have a long shelf life and can be a lifesaver in an emergency, ensuring that you have access to milk even when fresh supplies are limited. Fresh fruit, once affordable, is becoming a luxury due to numerous challenges. Weather events, pests, and diseases decimate crops, leading to shortages and price spikes. Transportation costs and globalization vulnerabilities add to the problem. Climate change impacts fruit production, forcing farmers to adapt. Embrace seasonality and enjoy locally grown fruits when in season. Explore alternative ways to enjoy fruit like canning, freezing, and drying. These steps can help navigate the fruity dilemma. Bread, a staple food, has seen rising prices, straining household budgets. The rising cost of wheat, influenced by global supply, weather, and input costs, is a major factor. Extreme weather events and geopolitical instability disrupt wheat production. Rising costs of other ingredients and energy add to the financial pressures. Explore alternative grains like rye, barley, oats, and spelt for bread making. Baking bread at home can be a cost-effective and rewarding option. Reduce food waste by being mindful of consumption and proper storage. These steps can help ensure access to affordable bread. Pork, a popular protein source, faces challenges pushing prices higher. Animal diseases like African swine fever and rising feed costs impact production. Climate change affects pig health and productivity. Reduce pork consumption and explore alternative protein sources. Support sustainable pork producers using pasture-based systems or alternative feed sources. Stock up on shelf-stable pork products like canned ham or cured bacon. These steps can help navigate the challenging landscape. Chicken, an affordable protein source, faces challenges pushing prices higher. Rising feed costs, disease outbreaks, and labor costs impact production. Avian influenza and rising minimum wage add to the pressures. Reduce chicken consumption and explore alternative protein sources. Support sustainable poultry producers using pasture-based systems or alternative feed sources. Consider raising your own chickens for a steady supply of fresh eggs and meat. These steps can help navigate the challenging landscape. Grains are essential for any prepper's pantry. Start by purchasing grains like wheat and oats. Look for bulk options to save money. Store grains in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags to keep them fresh and protect them from pests. Keep your grain storage in a cool, dry place. Label containers with purchase dates to use older grains first. Incorporate grains into your daily meals. They are versatile and can be used in soups, salads, and baked goods. Consider grinding grains into flour for baking. Freshly ground flour is more nutritious and can be used for bread, pancakes, and more. Join a community of preppers to share tips and recipes. Together, you can learn and support each other in building a resilient food supply. The world is changing, and food availability and affordability are increasingly uncertain. We've explored 12 essential food items likely to experience significant price increases. This isn't about fear, it's about empowering you to take control of your food security. By understanding the factors driving these price increases and taking proactive steps, you can ensure preparedness. Knowledge is power. Stay informed and take action to navigate these challenging times. Subscribe to Prepper Items for more insights on preparedness and self-reliance. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it. Together we can build a more resilient and food-secure future.